Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video that I have filmed in the past, although this one's going to be a little bit different. I thought I would share with you a few things that I am loving at the moment, kind of like a favorites video, except not so makeup based like my favorites videos used to be. I'm just warning you before I start, there is some random shit in here. Like, there is some random stuff I'm loving that I just thought I'd sit down and share with you. Maybe you will find that you like some of it too. Maybe you'll find something new. Maybe you'll get a little bit of inspiration from this video because there's going to be a few deeper things, not just like, oh, I love this makeup product, it's great, works well on my skin. I'm not really going to be doing that sort of favorites video like my past favorites videos. Fuck, I've said that so many times. My past favorites videos have been makeup based and I just wanted this one to be a little bit different. I want to share some quotes with you, some inspiration, some TV shows, some all that good stuff. So I hope you guys can take something from this video. I want it to be a little bit deeper than just showing you guys makeup products and stuff like that because yeah, you may gain like a new makeup product that you want to try out, but I just feel like there's so much more to life than superficial materialistic things, so I just want to share a few of them with you today. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. It tells me that you like the shit that I'm liking, and yeah, that's about it. And let's go. The first thing I've been loving is super duper duper random. It is a cereal and it is Lucky Charms. I freaking love Lucky Charms. I found somewhere that you can get them in Australia because I know they come from America, and ever since I have found that place, I have literally been going there all the time. They sell out so quickly and I get like in a stressed state. I'm like freaking out when I don't have my Lucky Charms because I tend to opt for these. When I have breakfast in the morning, I like to have a bowl of Lucky Charms. I'm really healthy, what can I say? Clean eating, yeah. It is kind of like having a bowl of sugar for breakfast, but I mean, I'm not watching my weight, I'm not dieting, I can have some sugar if I want to have some sugar, so I'm gonna have some fucking sugar. I'm gonna get some of the materialistic things out of the way that I've been loving so I can talk about some other stuff. So the next thing I have been really enjoying, and I've been enjoying this for like a good few years now, is the Crest 3D white toothpaste. I really like to keep my teeth nice and white. I'm all about that oral hygiene, and this stuff has done a pretty spectacular job at keeping and maintaining white teeth, and I like it a lot. I have talked about this on my channel before. You can't get it in Australia, so I ordered mine on eBay, and I really like this stuff. It's great. It keeps your teeth white. I did try the white strips a few times. They worked wonders, but they fucking hurt, and I got really sensitive teeth, and I wasn't gonna be putting myself through that again. So I just stick to my toothpaste. I've got the mouthwash as well, which is also great. But those fucking white strips hurt like a bitch. I'm not doing that again. Learnt my lesson. Then the last thing I actually physically have to show you is this Badescu drying lotion. This has been raved about online for God knows how long, and I've been wanting to pick this up for a long time, and then I kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Like, I just forgot that it even existed. Does that ever happen to you with products? And then I was reading a magazine and it was talking about this. It said Kylie Jenner used it, and not that I'm like basing my life around Kylie Jenner, because I'm not. And then that kind of reminded me, I was like, oh shit, like I've been wanting to try that out for so long and I've heard really good things about it, so I'm gonna do that. Basically what it is it's a drying lotion for spots. So when you have a breakout, if you just put this on with a little earbud thingy-mabob Q-tip, oh my god, it dries it out and it works wonders. Usually within like 2 days, my spot is completely gone. I was gonna say pimple, but I don't really like that word. Pimple, blah, it just sounds gross, even though they are gross. It just sounds yucky. So if you have problematic skin or you are having regular breakouts, I would highly recommend this because it's good. It is expensive, but it is definitely worth it because you only need a tiny little amount. So those are all like the products I'm gonna show you. If you guys wanna see like a part 2 to this of me talking about makeup stuff that I'm loving or hair stuff that I'm loving, let me know down below. I wouldn't really say I'm a beauty channel anymore, even though back in the day all my videos were beauty related. But if you wanna see that sort of stuff that I'm loving, then I'm more than happy to film a video about that. But I just thought I would do more random shit today because I'm feeling in a really random mood and I just wanted to be random. Classy lady. So I've got my laptop on my lap. That's where you keep a laptop. Funny that. Where do I begin? Okay, I'll start with a few TV series. There is 2 that I'm really loving at the moment. The first is called Couples Therapy. Basically, it's just a show with a psychologist and she has like different couples, usually celebrity couples, come onto the show who are having relationship problems, and they all stay at this house for like 3 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, and they go through like daily therapy and all that sort of stuff, and it's all filmed. I really like this show because it kind of ties into what I'm studying, and I find it really interesting, and I feel like you can learn so much from this show. The leading psychologist on it is phenomenal. I'm like, I want to be you one day. Like, you are great, you're a babe, love ya. I just feel like everyone can take something away from this show or learn something about relationships, or like how their childhood affects their current relationships and all that sort of stuff. So I've been really, really loving watching that. Not only is it entertaining, but I have learned a ton. So if you're looking for like a psychology sort of reality, it is like reality TV, but it's like psychology related and more like real and quite deep, then I would highly recommend watching that. I've been watching it online because it's not on TV in Australia, but I have sadly finished all the seasons, so now I'm left a bit lost. But if you guys know of any other like psychology related TV series, then let me know down below, because I am always down to check out some new TV programs, because I am a bit of a junkie when it comes to that sort of stuff. The next show is a series that I've been watching on YouTube, and it is a bit darker. It's very like crime related, so if you're not into crime, then probably don't watch it, or if you're like really sensitive, probably don't check it out. But it is called Surviving Evil. There are a few seasons. I am halfway through season 2 at the moment, and basically every single episode is someone or a few people discussing and talking about how they survived like a brutal attack from like a serial killer, or like a crazy husband or whatever. And it's just like their stories of what happened to them when they were like abducted or kidnapped and stabbed and raped and all that just horrible stuff, and how they survived. So I have been loving watching that. So if you're into crime, I would highly recommend checking it out. Just type in Surviving Evil on YouTube and you will find all the episodes. But if you find that stuff really disturbing and distressing, then probably don't check it out, because it is literally like real people talking about all the shit that has happened to them. And some of it is quite like gory and descriptive, so yeah. I like that shit, but not like that shit, but like I find that stuff really interesting, and I just think it's quite inspirational because all these people survived, and it kind of just gives you like a new perspective on life, if you know what I mean, because these people's lives were nearly taken away from them, and it just gives me like a new found perspective on life, as I said before. So those are the 2 shows I'm really, really loving at the moment. I would highly recommend checking them out if you want to. You don't have to, but they're just my recommendations. There are 2 websites I am loving at the moment. They're both music related, and you are probably aware of them. The first is SoundCloud. I freaking love this website. I have found so much new music on it, and I just really enjoy using it. I've never actually talked about the fact that I have an account on SoundCloud. I don't post like remixes and music on it, but I do like a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're wanting to know what sort of music I'm listening to or what I'm into at the moment, then you can check out my SoundCloud. I'll have it linked down below. And yeah, it's really fun, and it's a great way to find new music. The second website is also kind of similar. It's called 8 Tracks. I'll have both of these websites linked down below, and this one is one that my friend showed me, and basically what you do is you type in like 3 keywords of whatever music you feel like listening to, so like hip hop, R&B, acoustic, let's just say. And all this music will pop up that has those 3 tags in it. So yet again, another great way to find music if you're looking to discover new artists and all that sort of stuff. I'll have it linked down below and you can go check it out. The next thing I am loving at the moment is traveling. Now, I know this is a bit of a random favorite, but I have been really enjoying just getting away for a few days, even if it's like an hour or 2 away from where I live. I think traveling is such a good way to like reboost yourself, re-energize, and just kind of have a moment away from the stress of everyday life. So I would highly recommend like taking a trip if you're feeling really stressed or anxious or stressed out with life because school or whatever is being a dick and being really stressful. Then I would highly recommend just maybe even going with your friend or someone in your family and just like booking a tiny little road trip like for a night. It doesn't have to be expensive, but I have found this is such a good way to like recharge your batteries, and then I've always come back so much more refreshed and clear-headed, and I just would highly recommend it. Sarah and I recently had a trip to the Blue Mountains, which you guys may have seen already on this channel. The vlogs are probably up by now. If not, then you'll be seeing them soon. And it was just like the most perfect 3 days away. And then as you guys saw, I went to the Hunter Valley a couple of weeks before that, and that was yet again another great little getaway. And I also find that going to places that are outside the city is like ideal. Somewhere with nature, somewhere where you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, I found to be really calming, really soothing, and a really great way to just spend your time and to recharge your batteries. As far as movies go, I have two that I have watched recently and absolutely loved. They are a series, and the first is Divergent and the second one is called Insurgent. Sorry, I had to look down at my laptop because they kind of confuse me because they're all like gent, you know what I mean? I'm really behind with movies. I'm not a massive movie person, so people are always showing me like new movies and being like, I can't believe you haven't seen that. Like, how have you not seen that? That's a classic. And I am that person that hasn't seen like the classics. Like, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen Star Wars. I haven't seen, like, you guys name it down below, I probably haven't seen it. So Sarah got me to watch the first Divergent and then the second one, which was Insurgent, and I loved both of them. They're action movies if you're into that sort of stuff. And tonight Sarah and I are going to see the third one, which is called Allegiant, I think, and I'm really, really excited because I've been really loving those sort of movies, and I'm not really an action gal. Like, I've never really been super into action movies, but lately I've been kind of loving it, and then like walking away being like, oh, I want to like be a badass bitch. Like, not really, but kind of, I guess. Is that embarrassing? Kind of embarrassing. Sorry about it. After I watched these movies, I wanted to like go back to the shooting range when I went to this, I can't talk today. When I went to the shooting range in Thailand, because I thoroughly enjoyed like shooting at targets and I thought it was really fun, and we can't do it in Australia because it's so hard to like get a gun license and all that sort of stuff, and I've got mental shit, so they would never ever let me. But it just made me want to go back to the shooting range and like work on my shooting skills, if that makes sense. Fuck, I'm cool. But yeah, I would highly recommend those movies if you're into action movies and you haven't seen them. I've also been really loving The Hunger Games. I mean, I haven't watched them for a while, but those are other movies that Sarah got me into that I loved. So if you haven't seen any of those, which I'm sure every single one of you has seen it and is like, Amy, get with the times, then I would highly recommend watching them, and I will let you guys know how the third one is and my opinion on it when I've watched it. Oh, I am thirsty. That's better. Alright guys, I decided to cut this video short even though I had some quotes to share with you because it was just getting so long, so I decided to make a part 2, so stay tuned for that if you guys want to see some quotes that I'm loving, which are quite inspirational. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here because I make cannot talk today. I make new videos every single week. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Lots of kisses.